Let's talk about something that's been quietly sabotaging your sleep without you even knowing. Most of us sleep the way we always have, comfortable in our habits, trusting that as long as we close our eyes, we're doing it right. But what if I told you that your current sleeping position could be doing more harm than good? This is the most dangerous sleep position you never knew existed. And trust me, the effects go beyond just a bad night's rest. If you've been chasing insomnia relief or struggling with poor sleep quality, the culprit might just be right under your nose, or should I say beneath your pillow? Stick around, because what I'm about to share might just change the way you sleep forever. Topic 1. Sleeping position greatly impacts your health, affecting brain function, digestion, skin health, and overall sleep quality. You probably never thought your sleeping position could be the hidden architect of your entire well-being, but it is. Like the silent guardian of your nightly ritual. The way you position your body while you sleep affects everything from your brain's detox process to your skin's glow. Most people obsess over sleep hygiene and bedtime routines without ever considering that their posture in bed might be sabotaging their efforts at insomnia relief. The truth is, your sleep position is not just a matter of comfort. It's a matter of longevity. And once you understand the science behind it, you'll never see bedtime the same way again. Let's get real for a second. Imagine spending 1/3 of your life in a pose that slows your digestion, strains your circulation, or disrupts your deep sleep cycles. Sounds dramatic, right? But that's exactly what happens when your sleep position is misaligned with your body's needs. The brain, for instance, clears out toxins most effectively during deep sleep, but only if your position supports proper fluid drainage. Natural sleep remedies and relaxation techniques can only do so much if your body is literally blocking itself. So the question isn't just how long you sleep, but how well you're positioned during it. Beyond the brain, your digestive system has its own bedtime preferences. Certain sleeping positions can either assist or disrupt the movement of food through your gut, impacting everything from bloating to nutrient absorption. And let's not forget your skin. Yes, your skin is watching too. Pressing your face into the pillow for hours at a time? Hello, fine lines and inflammation. Better sleep habits should consider the whole picture, not just how to fall asleep, but how to stay aligned while doing it. Even your heart, that tireless drumbeat of life, reacts to your sleeping posture. Circulation matters, and some positions can compress vital vessels or force your heart to work harder during the night. This not only affects your sleep quality, but can throw your circadian rhythm off balance, leading to foggy mornings and sluggish afternoons. You're trying to rise like a champion, but your night setup is playing for the opposing team. What's truly fascinating is that the body is always talking. It just whispers at night. Whether it's a sore neck, numb arms, or waking up feeling groggy despite 8 hours of rest, these are not random complaints. They're signals. Learning how your sleeping position contributes to, or sabotages, your journey toward better sleep is a powerful first step. And as you'll soon see, not all positions are created equal. Some help you thrive, while others silently rob you of restoration. Topic 2. Back sleeping is the most natural and supports spinal alignment, but it can increase snoring and sleep apnea risks. Sleeping on your back is like returning to the original blueprint. It's how infants naturally lie, how bodies rest in meditative stillness, and how the spine finds its ideal alignment. This position distributes weight evenly, relieves pressure on joints, and supports the neck and back like a well-designed cradle. For those chasing better sleep habits, this seems like the golden ticket. In theory, it's the pose of balance and recovery. But in practice? Well, let's just say there's a reason it doesn't work for everyone. Here's the catch. What helps your spine may not help your breathing. Back sleeping tends to relax the tongue and soft tissues in the throat, which can partially block the airway. This leads to snoring, and in more severe cases, obstructive sleep apnea. For people sensitive to disrupted breathing, this position might do more harm than good, even if it feels perfectly comfortable. That's why sleep hygiene isn't just about clean sheets and warm tea. It's also about aligning form with function. Deep sleep tips are great, but they're only effective when your body's mechanics allow them to work. And yet, there's no denying the perks. Back sleepers often report fewer facial wrinkles, better digestion flow, and a sense of full body release. The trick lies in customization. Elevating the head slightly with the right pillow can reduce airway obstruction and keep breathing smooth. A small adjustment like that can be the bridge between restful dreams and restless tossing. Think of it as upgrading your natural sleep remedies with a bit of strategic engineering. Ironically, those seeking insomnia relief sometimes land in this very position because of how calming it feels at first. But if your partner has ever elbowed you in the ribs for snoring, you already know this posture isn't perfect. Still, with guided sleep meditation and a thoughtful bedtime routine, back sleeping can evolve into a restorative ritual. You just need to listen to your body and make small shifts to support it. For many, back sleeping feels like a return to center, but for others, it's a gamble with their breath. That's the beauty of understanding sleep. There's no one-size-fits-all. What helps one person thrive might leave another struggling for air. But the journey of finding your best position doesn't end here. In fact, for most people, it begins on their side. Topic 3. Side sleeping is the most popular. The left side benefits digestion, while the right side may stress the heart. Side sleeping, the universal favorite. It's how most people naturally curl up at night, often in a fetal position that feels both primal and protective. It's the body's way of saying, let's reset. And for good reason. This position often brings insomnia relief, reduces snoring, and supports a more stable sleep cycle. But like everything in the world of sleep, the details matter. Which side you choose? That makes all the difference between a bedtime routine that heals you and one that slowly chips away at your health. Let's talk about the left side. This isn't just some old wives' tale, it's backed by science. Sleeping on the left promotes better digestion, supports lymphatic drainage, and reduces acid reflux. That's because of the way our organs are arranged. Gravity lends a helping hand when you're lying on that side. People who incorporate natural sleep remedies like herbal teas and calming rituals often report that pairing those with left-side sleeping brings even deeper benefits. It's like stacking healthy habits for exponential results. Now, here's where things get interesting and a little surprising. Sleeping on your right side might feel just as cozy, but it can subtly stress the heart. The position may increase pressure on the vena cava, the large vein that returns blood to the heart, making circulation slightly less efficient. It's not catastrophic for most, but for people with certain conditions or aiming to improve sleep quality holistically, that little shift can have a big ripple effect. It's the kind of insight that turns your nightly routine from passive to powerful. Of course, side sleeping also eases back pain and supports spinal alignment, especially with the help of a knee pillow. And for pregnant women, it's the recommended posture, particularly the left side, for optimal blood flow and oxygen to the baby. So if you've been struggling with deep sleep tips and wondering why they aren't working, maybe the missing link isn't in your habits, it's in your angle. But let's be honest, most people don't fall asleep in one perfect pose and stay there all night. We move, we shift, we rotate in our dreams. The goal isn't rigid control, it's awareness. Becoming conscious of what side your body favors can help you build better sleep habits without overthinking it. Still, while side sleeping seems like the hero of this story, there's one position that experts agree plays the villain role all too well. Topic 4. Stomach sleeping is considered the worst by experts due to pressure on organs, breathing difficulty, and circulation issues. Now here's the twist nobody saw coming. Stomach sleeping. It feels comforting for some, like hugging the mattress in a full-body embrace. But don't be fooled by the initial sense of security. Beneath that cozy illusion lies a silent saboteur. Experts almost unanimously agree. Sleeping on your stomach is one of the worst things you can do for your health. And once you understand why, you'll never look at your pillow the same way again. If you're seeking true insomnia relief and deep sleep, this position is a red flag waving right under your nose. Let's start with the spine. Stomach sleeping forces the neck into an unnatural twist for hours on end. That strain doesn't just stay in your neck, It radiates down your spine, throwing your alignment out of whack. Over time, this can lead to chronic back pain, pinched nerves, and stiff mornings that no amount of sleep meditation or stretching can fix. It's like running a marathon with your shoes on the wrong feet every night. But it doesn't stop there. Stomach sleepers unknowingly put pressure on their organs, particularly the lungs and digestive system. Breathing becomes shallower, circulation slows, and the body enters a state of low-level stress while it's supposed to be recovering. That alone is enough to disrupt your circadian rhythm, interrupt sleep cycles, and steal the benefits of even the best bedtime routine. It's like putting all your effort into natural sleep remedies, only to cancel them out with poor positioning. Even the skin pays a price. Pressing your face into the pillow every night can lead to increased breakouts, irritated skin, and premature wrinkles. And let's not forget the constant facial pressure, which can mess with lymphatic drainage and facial symmetry. People who care about relaxation techniques and improving sleep quality might not realize their position is undermining all their efforts from the neck down. Literally. The harsh truth is, stomach sleeping might offer temporary comfort, but leaves behind long-term consequences. It's a trap dressed in softness. But don't worry. Change is possible, even if you've been sleeping this way for years. And once you realize how even your evening habits before hitting the pillow can shape your night's outcome, you'll be ready to shift not just how you sleep, but how you prepare for sleep. Topic 5. Avoid screen time before bed, as blue light disrupts melatonin production and interferes with sleep cycles. Picture this. You're lying in bed, lights off, face lit up by the glow of your phone. It feels like winding down, right? Just one last scroll, one more video, maybe a quick reply. But here's the catch. Your brain, it thinks it's midday. That screen is blasting blue light straight into your eyes, telling your body, wake up. The result? Melatonin production slows to a crawl, your circadian rhythm gets confused, and your chances of deep, restorative sleep slip through your fingers like sand. It's a silent thief of rest, masked as harmless entertainment. Blue light mimics daylight, keeping the brain in a state of alertness when it should be winding down. You might be practicing great sleep hygiene, maybe even sipping herbal tea, fluffing pillows, or trying out relaxation techniques. But if that screen's in your face, your biology won't play along. The sleep cycle, a delicate dance, loses its rhythm before the first step. This is why bedtime routines that exclude screens make such a difference. They allow your body to believe it's time to sleep. And it's not just phones. Tablets, TVs, laptops, all of them fire off the same disruptive signal. Think about it. You wouldn't chug a shot of espresso before bed, right? But staring at a screen has a similar alerting effect on your brain. That's why so many people struggle with insomnia relief despite trying natural sleep remedies. They're skipping the most important cue, darkness. Real, honest to goodness, no screens inside darkness. Here's the good news. You don't have to go full monk to fix it. A simple shift, like turning off screens 60 to 90 minutes before bed, can reset your sleep quality within days. Swap that phone for a book, a journal, or even a calming sleep meditation. Dimming the lights and letting silence return is a form of self-respect. It's like whispering to your nervous system, you're safe. You can let go now. It may sound small, but this change can trigger a cascade of better sleep habits. Once your body starts trusting the night again, it responds with deeper rest, smoother mornings, and less grogginess. And guess what? When your pre-sleep rituals line up with your biology, the next steps become even more powerful. Especially when you learn how to send an unmistakable signal to your brain that it's time to truly wind down. Topic 6. Establishing a calming bedtime routine, such as drinking herbal tea or reading, signals the body to wind down. There's something magical about a well-crafted bedtime routine. It's not just a habit, it's a ritual, a signal to your brain that the hustle is over, the world can wait, and it's time to return to yourself. When people talk about better sleep habits, this is where the gold lies. The routine doesn't have to be complex. It just needs to be consistent. Even something as simple as brewing herbal tea, dimming the lights, or opening a favorite book can gently ease the mind into surrender. Think of it like training a puppy. At first, your mind might resist, distracted and restless. But with repetition, it learns, oh, this is the part where I get calm. That moment of transition is where the body begins to release melatonin naturally. You're syncing with your circadian rhythm, not forcing sleep, but inviting it. It's no wonder those who swear by relaxation techniques and natural sleep remedies often start with their nighttime habits. The truth is, good sleep begins before your head ever hits the pillow. And here's where it gets personal. Everyone's routine looks a little different. For some, it's meditation. For others, soft music, journaling, or even light stretching. The secret is finding what calms you. What tells your nervous system, you're safe now. You can let go. A consistent bedtime routine builds emotional resilience. It's a moment of pause, of stillness, rare commodities in a world that never stops buzzing. When you start approaching sleep as a relationship instead of a chore, everything shifts. You're no longer just hoping for insomnia relief or trying to improve sleep quality. You're creating the conditions for it to happen naturally. That's the power of ritual. Over time, your body starts to anticipate sleep, and before you even realize it, your eyes grow heavy right on cue. And suddenly, what used to be a struggle becomes something sacred. So if sleep has felt elusive, chaotic, or unpredictable, don't look for the fix in another pill or podcast. Start by looking at the hour before bed. How you treat that window sets the tone for everything that follows. And the beauty is, once you've nailed down that perfect evening rhythm, your environment becomes the next great ally in your journey to deeper, more nourishing rest. Topic 7. Keeping your room cool. 60 to 67 degrees Fahrenheit or 15 to 19 degrees Celsius. Enhances deep sleep by supporting your body's natural temperature drop. Here's a little-known fact that feels almost too simple to be true. Your body needs to cool down to sleep deeply. It's wired into your biology. Your core temperature naturally drops at night, signaling to your brain that it's time to enter rest mode. But when your room is too warm, your system fights against its own rhythm. And that battle, it shows up as tossing, turning, and fragmented sleep. Anyone chasing insomnia relief or better sleep habits needs to start thinking cooler. Think about the last time you woke up sweaty and groggy. Even if you clocked 8 hours, your sleep quality was likely a mess. That's because your body never dipped into the deep sleep phases, the real recovery zones. Cooling your room to that sweet spot of 60 to 67 degrees Fahrenheit, 15 to 19 degrees Celsius, doesn't just feel refreshing, it aligns with your circadian rhythm. This small environmental tweak can be the missing puzzle piece in your bedtime routine or natural sleep remedy plan. Let's break it down like a wise old sleep whisperer would. Your body begins to cool down naturally as melatonin kicks in, preparing for rest. But if your bedroom feels like a sauna, that process gets interrupted. You may fall asleep, but staying asleep becomes the challenge. And when your system stays overheated, you're more likely to wake up in the night, confused, uncomfortable, and out of sync. It's like trying to meditate with a fire alarm going off in the background. Fortunately, the fix is easier than people realize. A fan, lighter pajamas, breathable sheets. These are more than comfort items. They're tools for transformation. Optimizing your sleep environment shows your body you're on its side. And once it trusts the conditions are right, it starts to deliver the goods. Deep sleep, refreshed mornings, and a true sense of recovery. Suddenly, all those relaxation techniques and sleep meditations start to work. You see, creating a cool sleep sanctuary isn't just about temperature. It's about control. When everything around you aligns with your natural needs, your body thanks you with uninterrupted rest. And once your environment supports that healing sleep cycle, the final, and often most overlooked, piece of the puzzle becomes clear. Because the truth is, just one small lifestyle shift can change everything. Topic 8. Small lifestyle changes in sleep position and environment can dramatically improve sleep quality and overall well-being. Sometimes the biggest transformations begin with the tiniest adjustments. You don't need a total life overhaul to sleep better, just a few conscious shifts. Change your sleeping position, adjust your room temperature, dim the lights earlier, or ditch screens before bed. These tweaks might seem small, but they compound like interest in a well-invested bank account. Over time, they lead to profound upgrades in your energy, mood, focus, and emotional resilience. That's the magic of better sleep habits. Imagine waking up actually feeling rested, not just awake, but clear-minded, recharged, ready. That's not some mythical morning reserved for the lucky few. It's biology responding to consistency. Align your sleep environment with your circadian rhythm. Make space for sleep meditation or gentle relaxation techniques. And suddenly, insomnia relief isn't a struggle. It's your new normal. This isn't about perfection. It's about progress, repeated daily in quiet ways that pay off loud. What people often miss is that improving sleep quality is a gateway. A better night leads to a better day. You're less reactive, more creative, more connected. You remember names, find joy in little things, handle stress with grace. And it all starts with how you prepare your body for rest. A bedtime routine that signals safety, comfort, and calm, paired with the right environment, unlocks something primal, the deep, healing power of true rest. These are the kinds of shifts that ripple out into every corner of your life. Relationships get easier. Productivity skyrockets. Even your skin and digestion respond better. Why? Because your body finally gets what's been begging for: deep sleep. The kind that resets, repairs, and restores. So yes, changing your sleep position might seem minor, but in the bigger picture, it's revolutionary. A declaration that you're ready to live fully, starting with how you rest. And if you're wondering where to begin, you already have. You started paying attention, asking questions, tuning in. That awareness alone has power. Because when you realize that even small, natural sleep remedies can unlock massive results, your perspective shifts. And now, you're ready to dive even deeper into what makes one position more dangerous than all the rest. Now, after uncovering the truth behind sleep positions and how they can make or break your rest, it's time to take action. The real question is, will you continue to sleep the way you always have, unaware of the powerful shifts you could make, or will you take control and start applying what you've learned today? Small changes in your sleep position, environment, and bedtime routine can transform your nights and your days. Are you ready to put these sleep tips into practice? Imagine waking up feeling refreshed, with energy to take on anything life throws at you. Isn't it time you finally gave yourself the quality sleep you deserve? If you're ready to change, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. There's so much more to discover about optimizing your sleep, and you don't want to miss out. Take the first step today and see how small adjustments can lead to huge improvements in your well-being.